The universe is vast, endless, incessant, never-ending. Atoms and molecules goes together. Everything has a time frame. Everything has a reason. As Balance and Time Stopper goes back to the realm of chaos to contemplate what they have done, as they talk about how the 13 primes partook on their many fates. Balance, happy of the results, tells Time Stopper what he thinks of it. Time Stopper acknowledges this and says, Balance, you do what you must. You are what you are, and you keep things together. And as they talk, the realm of chaos has many influences, the dark being one of them. And with this, they don't notice that a stronger dark is taking place, being created, an invisible enemy. Time Stopper tells Balance, you know, I have these 3 recruits, friends, you may say, that are very interested in what we do. Can I introduce you to them? And maybe think about having them as our comrades? Balance backs away just for a moment. What do you mean? Us two, as partners, we have too much power. What do you think that having more people would do to this? But wait, I do not want to decide too hastily. Bring them in. Let me see what they're all about. So then Time Stopper goes and calls them one at a time. Okay, I want you to meet Ben. Ben comes in, enthusiastic, very fast. Hi, Balance, I have heard of you, and I want to join your team. I'm eager and ready. Balance notices a great charisma, a very youthful aura in him, and says, you are young, but you are willing, so I will let you in. And then he says, Time Stopper, this is one of my friends. So as he goes and tries to call him, a darkness, clouds, and this darkness is for a little bit. And then Balance says, did you guys see a subtle darkness? And they said, no, I was just telling you about my friend. His name is Zhang, and he comes in right behind Ben. Hi, Balance, nice to meet you. I want to join your team. I heard so much about you. I heard the power, but mainly I want responsibility to help aid those that are in need. And Balance says, I sense a great justice in you. I'll let you in. I feel that you will be of great service. And then Time Stopper says, and lastly, my third friend, his name is Double Duel. Double Duel comes in. He does not really say much. He just says hi. Balance says, what is this character? What is he about? And Time Stopper says that he is one that talks in silent seldomly talks, but he mostly wants to watch and see what this is about. So Balance agrees and says, you guys, there will be rules. If you join my team, you may ask questions, and that is no problem. But know that what I say must be done, and understand that is all just part of my plan. Okay? And they all agree in unison. And from there on, Balance gave them the name the Equalizer. But he wonders about that darkness, the darkness that partook him. Could it have been a glitch, something in him, a malfunction? He doesn't know. And then Time Stopper goes and says, Balance whispers to him and says, I notice that this Rodimus character I've been watching, he has been going astray, being emotionless. I want to watch him and see what he does just in case. Balance says, sure, follow him, but make sure he doesn't notice you. And then report back and let me know what has happened. And Time Stopper says, will do. So he goes before and follows where Rodimus was. But this location where he was more in another darker area. He doesn't know this area. He feels as if it is a void. It is somewhere between the darkness and emptiness. And then he goes and sees that a being with so much power is in this area. And he brings in Rodimus there. Rodimus is confused. Where am I? Where have you taken me? Why am I in this place? And then he tells Rodimus, just listen. I don't want to repeat myself, but you will have a purpose. I know a lot about you. And Rodimus says, you do not. You don't know who I am. I'm here and I will defend myself. Bring me back to my place. And he goes, this dark being, and says, I can kill you with one blast. You know you are no match for me. And I know you doubt yourself. I know everything that you cannot compare to others. You feel as if though everything was a lie to you. So, what do you say? Do you want this power? And then Rodimus says, what power do you speak of? And then this dark being says, powers that you can only imagine. And then he teleports. This dark area, the dark forest goes and brings in this dark sword. Rodimus says, what is that? And this dark being, before he can answer, Brainstorm comes in from behind and tells him, Rodimus, don't do it. Don't take that sword. I know what it did. It made me Dark Brainstorm. And as a dark, I had no control over myself. If you do this, you will be consumed by darkness. The dark being speaks up and says, you have no say in this. I am Dark Alpha, and what I say will be done. If you interrupt and you make Rodimus doubt his true power, I will destroy you. Let us be. Otherwise, you interfere. I will make you cease to exist. So leave now. And with that, Brainstorm says, no, please, Rodimus, listen to me. But before that, Rodimus grabs a sword without hesitation. And from there, he becomes transformed to from once was to what is Dark Rodimus. Knowing that he will never be the same. And Brainstorm flees for his life. I feel so much power with this sword. This insignia, your insignia. Why does it have two factions? Why are we like this? The dark being, Dark Alpha, says, don't worry. There is more to this than what you know. Just follow me and we shall go to a place where you will not be doubted anymore. Time Stopper sees this and runs back to tell Balance of what he's seen. And with that, Balance agrees that something must be done. So then we have a whole new area, a place where once was a battlefield of good and evil, now stays to a certain moment in time where good and evil had balance of fighting endlessly amongst each other. They were brought together by the force of balance. Darkness covers them for a slight moment. And then they are bewildered and say, what is going on? Time Stopper goes in and says, I need you guys. I need your help. Please, whatever you can do. I'm from another universe. And I'm begging, please, just listen to what I have to say. I know that you guys are always fighting for the Matrix. But Optimus, in this universe, you have the good Matrix. And in another universe, there is a bad Matrix. It has been lingering for a long while, being passed. And then Megatron says, what do you want from me? I never had the Matrix, and I never will. I've seen you guys work together in another universe. You guys do become as one. Optimus says, how is that possible? Megatron is always against me. So Time Stopper says, do not worry. Just say yes, and I will take care of the rest. So they hesitantly agree. And then from there, they are brought to a place where they know nothing of. And then they see a character that Optimus has only heard of. And he says, "What is this? Why am I here with this guy? This being who I've doubted so long. Novel Prime is his name. I am not fond of you, but I am here, and I am called for. You must help one another. This help does not come easy." So this is what Time Stopper tells him. It says, "Do you agree?" Novel Prime is confused. He has no idea what is going on. With this silence, he just nods his head and plays along. So they all go back to the realm of chaos with balance. And in the meantime, Dark Alpha has already created his plan of step 1, the phase in which he can dominate a universe. And with this, he tells Dark Rodimus that everything is going according to plan, and that little by little, with every influence they have, nothing can stop them, and nothing will get in their way, because they have a weapon. The weapon that will inflict pain. Dark Alpha calls him as a parasite. 01. He says it is almost ready to be set free. Once he is out of this containment, nothing will get in their way. And with that, a very dark force explosion occurs that covers this universe. Knowing all this, Balance feels this darkness, this evil, and can't help but wonder, how can something so dark has slipped in their control? Why has this happened? He calls on most of his friends, the new team, the Equalizer, and calls out to try to make a plan and ask, what can they do? Why is everything going so wrong? What have they done that they did not see? How can they prepare? Was this something out of their control? From there, they had so many questions and answers. And in another universe, we have Sunstreaker and his pet, Bob, feeling something off. And he asks, "Bob, what's wrong, buddy?" And Bob, internal circuits, knows something that in part will cause so many horror, will cause many to doubt one another. And with this, Bob leaves, Sunstreaker follows. wherever he goes and wonders, what is this evil that will arise?